What is going on, guys? If we have not yet met, my name is Peter Roberts, and in today's video we're going to break down what sold for me these past couple of days and how I've continued to earn profit and continue to sell on eBay during these hard quarantine times. So I'm going to break down a little bit of quarantine sales as well as how I was able to do over $500 this last week on eBay. It's going to be a great video, so you guys are not going to go anywhere. I hope everyone is happy and healthy. It's time to break down what sold for me and also provide you a little bit of tips for selling on your own eBay store. So first and foremost, I hope everyone is doing well, but I also want to break down the environment of eBay. And these past couple of weeks have been very slow for me. Like I said earlier, I'm a part-time eBay reseller, which means I'm a full-time college student and also run another business. So I don't put as much time into eBay as I love to, and also the thrift stores are closed. And in these times, I've seen a lot of declining in sales, and I've also not seen as much interest in my items. So I've seen this as kind of like a baseline for everyone in their eBay journey. I don't want you to be upset or discouraged from continuing to sell on eBay in the future, but this is just a measure that everyone is working through, because if you think about it right now, customers and people that are shopping on eBay are very scared and they're in fear of losing their money in their market and other places, so they're not liquid or they're not going to spend their much money on other things such as non-essential items on your eBay store. So I hope you guys are still patient. I'm kind of riding the wave, but we're still making sales here and there, but I'd say 3 a day is kind of what I'm going for. But also just some strategies that I'm going through before we break down what's sold is that I'm starting to sell and lower the auction and lower the listing prices of my items right now, because I'm trying to move as much stale inventory as possible in this time. So when the thrift store opens up, I'm having this cash kind of sitting ready to be deployed to purchase great inventory. I just can't wait for the thrift stores to open up. I'm itching just thinking about it, but I hope they're open here in the short term. But this is a great time to go through your inventory. I am lowering my listings, which is helping me convert a little bit better for my eBay sales. So if you're not willing to do that, you might have to continue to sell at a higher price, which means you might not be getting as much interest, but also continue to send offers buyers, which has kind of helped me continue to make sales. But I'm okay with settling at a lower price as long as I'm continuing to still make profit on that item. I'm still going for it and sending it because I'm just trying to clear these shelves and get ready for when this is all over. So without further ado, I'm going to break down some of the items that I've just kind of been selling here in the last couple of days, and I'd say a week, about $500 in revenue. I'm going to bust down exactly how much I picked them up for, because that stuff has been sitting here for a little bit, but I'm glad I can get it sold and continue to just generate some sales. One thing I could encourage you guys is that there's some items that I just kind of picked up around my house that I sold, which allowed me to make a few extra bucks. So in these times of not being able to source, I hope you guys go out there and just pick up a few things that you have around laying the house and just continue to list on your inventory on eBay. Get everything fine-tuned for when this is all over. I'd say in the next couple of weeks, I'm not no expert, but I'd say people are going to be hungry and ready to continue to invest their money in eBay, because right before all this happened, my eBay business was booming, but like everything else, it's kind of taking a downturn, which is okay. But I hope we have other sources of income. For me, I'm a part-time eBay seller, so I'm just waiting for this stuff to turn up, and then we're going to get back into it. So alright, I'm getting too carried away. Let's chat it up. So the first item that sold for me is this Orbis, I wouldn't say vintage. It's an embroidered t-shirt, not t-shirt, it's a long sleeve crew neck that I picked up at a Salvation Army for about $6, and like I said, I sold it for $20. I had it listed at $29 or $28 plus shipping, but I just really wanted to get rid of it. I had it there sitting for a while, so that was the first item that sold for me. So Orbis, just kind of had it laying around. That sold for me, and it's been sent off as well. And then here is a Nike ACG thermal, this like vintage thermal quarter zip button, I'd say. It's a great little fleece pattern. I picked up for $3.50, I believe. Not a Goodwill, but a Salvation Army. I'd say a lot of Salvation hunting in this. So I had it listed at $26, but I took a best offer at $19.95, and then I sold it plus shipping. So these past couple items that I've had, the buyer has paid shipping, so I was willing to take a lower offer. But like this, I've had it for about 2.5 to 3 months, so that thing had to go, and was willing to make a little quick profit on that as well. And then here we are with an Orbis men's wool weather shooting. This was just a great little thing that I found at thrift. I think I paid $6 for it. As well as the wool pattern is something that I always look for. It's like a little wool, soft wool. I feel and it's just an item that gets attraction to buyers. Buyers like wool items, and also the lining of that was also very colorful and kind of stood out for me. So I looked at the comps. It was selling for like 48, 49, but I took a best offer as well for 41. So if you get your hands on some wool and it's an Orbis product, it's like a shooting or hunting vest, they usually do great. I've had that for a month, but I was willing to sell it just because, you know, times may be a little tough, but I just want to get my hands off of it and just get hopefully just please a happy buyer. So that was great. And then here we are with this acoustic sound system. I'll give you a quick story on this. My buddy PJ picked this up, never opened it, never used it once, and he said, hey, you're selling on eBay, this thing has been laying around in my house, how much can you sell this for? I said I'll put it on bid, see how much we can sell it for. So for $157, electronics are doing pretty well right now. It's sold with bid at a lot of auctions, and then I took a 50% cut off of it, and I didn't pay $1 for it, so I was willing to sell it for him. I think the shipping was like 30 bucks, but it's a great profit for me, and I was able to help my friend out. So get your hands on some electronics. I know you're gonna be able to make some money, so that here was something I found. And then here's another pair of these rare Greco Air Supreme wrestling shoes. I had another pair that sold for $69, I'd say, but I picked these up at the what was it now? Salvation Army Value Village. I picked them up for like $7, and they just sold for $53 plus shipping. The customer was like, hey, can you take this offer? I really love these shoes, you know, feeling a little bit of love. I sent them over. I took the and accepted the offer, and happy customer. So not a bad score off these shoes. Keep your eye. I kind of shifted my sourcing a little bit into shoes because I seen that there's some margin in them, and something like this that kind of caught my eye with the pink label and it's the old Nike was something that I really was excited to sell. So I'm glad I finally got to sell that. And then here, one of those items that I'm saying that you have laying around your house that you no longer use, that you could just sell and make a quick buck on. I listed this here, this Vineyard Vines hat for $11, free shipping. I just had it sitting in my room, wanted to get rid of it, and sold in 2 days. So it was great to get that off my hands and just make a quick, what is it, $8 after fee shipping. I think it's like $3 a ship. So the math on that, not too bad. I love the Vineyard Vines. For me, it always sells on my eBay store, so I knew I could just get that off my hands and sell it. So if you guys can do that, get it going. And then here's the Polo Ralph Lauren striped regular shirt. I picked 3 of these up for $2 a piece, and this is the first one that sold, so $14, free shipping. Not the best profit margin, just another simple item that I can just say, hey, it's sold for me. So that's kind of why I include that. But keep your eyes out if you can buy a lot of items at a low cost. I'm thinking if I can sell them all for around 14, I paid 6 for all, I can make 25, 30 bucks. So not the best profit, but just something that I can just continue to sell. And then here are these Asics men's gel shoes. The shoes I think were size 11, so a bigger size, and then the Asics always do well. So if you keep your eyes on these, I picked these up from a local flea market about 3 months ago. I paid $3 for them, and then they just sold for $23.95. Customer paid shipping, so great little product. I really enjoy the Asics. They were hot, but just a lot of customers. First off, these weren't in the best condition, so I was like a little worried, but I still finally managed to sell them. So keep an eye out for the Asics shoes. If you have them, get them sold. And then here, I picked this up about 6 months ago. It was a Halo feature, Halo Reach figurine. I paid I had it listed at 50. I paid 5 for it at a Value Village as well, and then finally it sold for $37 plus free shipping. So the shipping was $11. So not the best profit margin, but it was something there that was just sitting in my inventory room for a long time, and I just need to get my hands off it. Just another staple item to make some profit on. And then here we are with the LL Beam, another simple brand that I love to sell. I've had this for a long time as well. I picked this up for $2 at the same flea market. There's a local flea market, church flea market, that I just crush around here. Unfortunately, it's closed, but I picked it up for $2, sold it for 15, customer paid shipping. So LL Beam is still moving for me. We're getting into the little bit of warmer weather now, so people might not be as interested to buy a lot of like wool and long sleeve jackets, but it's still sold, which is exciting, and I'm glad I can move it. And then here, this is a great shirt. This is a great crew neck. I was so happy to find it, but when I was listing it, I found a pin size hole in the back here, a little bit bigger than pin size, so it just decreased the value of it. I took a best offer for $10, and the customer paid shipping. So was really just trying to get it off my inventory. I don't like selling things that are damaged, but this customer, I included in my pictures, and he said it was fine. Sent it to him, and I seen he was happy. So that left me a good review. So solid stuff. And then New Balance is another type of shoe that I've been getting into. Like I said, I usually go get my shoes from the Salvation Army. On Wednesdays they're 50% off, and you can find some solid things just like these aren't the Nike Greco shoes. I found these at the same time. I think I picked $3.50 up for these guys, and they sold it for 21 plus shipping, so about $29 off of 3. $3, so not a bad score for me. I was willing to just accept the best offer on these. So keep your eye for New Balances. These are in good condition. A shoe that I enjoy to sell and made me some money. And then here we are with a men's Orbis pullover. Orbis for me is another brand, like I said, that wool that does well for me. Just a great little staple item that I like to sell. Picked up for $3-4 at the thrift, sell it for $16.50, make the profit. Customer pay shipping. Just one of those items that just, you know, are kind of like a no-brainer if you see it in the thrift. And then here is a vintage Harley Davidson jacket. I've had this for about 3.5 months. It was listed at $70. I took a best offer of $50 because I was tired of looking at it and I wanted someone to wear it because it was so cool. So I was like, I need to get this off my hands. Someone finally picked it up. They seemed like a biker. They were cool. They were messaging me like, if you can chat with me and have a decent conversation, I'll work with you, and $50 is something I'll take on it. I picked it up for $9.50 to $10, somewhere around there. So I was willing to make like $40 off of it. So this denim was awesome. Unfortunately, it didn't fit me, so that's why I sold it. But this was found right on. This just came off the inventory. The people that are loading it in the thrift stores. She hasn't even taken off the rack yet. Snagged it up. Was hyped. No one even got to see it. So sometimes you'll be in the right place at the right time. That thing was fire. I don't know why it didn't sell fast, but it was like this patch on the back, as you can see. Awesome, awesome. Harley Davidson, look out for that brand. And then Peter Millar, I have a lot of this loaded, ready for selling. The golf season is coming. Unfortunately, the golf season is suspended, but the Peter Millar brand is a super polo brand to have. I'm excited to get a lot of this sold. I've really invested some money into the brand, and this one sold for $14.50, and the customer paid $5. So I don't know why I didn't have this one for free shipping. I usually do $19 to $18 for the Peter Millar polos, but this one, you know, sold for 20 bucks, and customer was happy, and just a great brand for me to continue to look after. But I love selling this. And then here's the last item. I had this. I thought this was a neat shirt. Columbia is another brand that you should keep your eye out for if you can buy it at a reasonable price. The thrift stores always mark this brand up for the most part. This is a Columbia PFG. I picked up for $3, and then I sold it for $16 for free shipping. So I didn't make the best profit, but I just was like really trying to sell this because I've had it for a while. This fishing pattern, this dolphin fishing, it's like a mahi fishing pattern. I thought it was sweet. Unfortunately, didn't fit me, so I listed it on eBay and then sold it for a little bit. So that's kind of how I've been selling, what I've been selling. I've also had a 3, 4, 5 items that I didn't include, just some small profit items, but the things are still selling. I hope you guys just use this video as encouragement to continue to sell in this time. More importantly, focus on the good things in life, happiness, being healthy, and then if your eBay business is struggling, just remember in the future it's going to pick up. As long as you continue to put the work in, edit your listings, you are going to see yourself back on track once this is all over. So thank you for tuning in. If you have not yet subscribed, even like my videos, let me know what you guys think. Comment below, let's chat, and let me know how you're doing on your eBay journey. Thanks for tuning in. Great to meet you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Peace.